Hello and welcome to traders and investors. I'm glad to present to you the cryptocurrency market review presented by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. The situation in the cryptocurrency market remains difficult. Despite the continued downward trend and a complete lack of signs of its shift to a bullish one, the corrective rise has been ongoing for nearly 3 months. The nearest bearish daily one on Bitcoin's upward path has elicited only a very weak reaction. Thus, the first important area of point of interest for sales has essentially been ignored. But the pattern has not yet invalidated. In recent days, we have observed some semblance of a downward reversal, but the movements remain extremely weak, and Bitcoin now has a bullish FG at the bottom that may create an obstacle to continued downward movement. Overall, Bitcoin has been stuck in the 80k, 81k range. Therefore, we continue to consider the market to be in a state of corrective phase. In the meantime, Squarebridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci stated that Bitcoin develops in the long term according to an S-curve. This curve signifies a slow momentum at first, followed by a rapid acceleration. At the end of the curve, the asset should be fully adopted by the masses. Scaramucci compared Bitcoin to the stocks of Amazon and Microsoft, finding similarities in the development of these instruments. In the early years of their existence, these companies grew slowly but then experienced explosive growth, and their products began to be used widely. According to the Scaramucci, Bitcoin is currently in the middle of its S-curve. The expert also noted that fiat money loses its appeal each year due to inflation and central bank actions. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is an improved form of money, decentralized and independent of the will of corporations, governments, or central banks. According to Scaramucci, Bitcoin cannot be devalued, and an increased number of companies and individuals are beginning to use this digital gold. On the daily time frame, Bitcoin continues to form a downtrend and a correction against it. The trend structure is identified as downward, and the CHOCH line remains at the level of 97,900 USD. Only above this level can we consider the downward trend to be over. Given no signs of a trend reversal to the upside, we believe that the decline will resume sooner or later. On the daily time frame, the nearest point of interest area for new sellers between 79,500 USD and 81,100 USD. This area has been tested twice, and the price reaction so it was very weak. Therefore, it is likely that this pattern will be cancelled, and Bitcoin will continue to rise toward the next FVG in the area of 84,900 and 88,800 USD. The liquidity pool below the trend line remains the target for the price. A small bullish FVG has been formed. The reaction to it may signal the continuation of the correction, allowing traders to open small, long positions. On the 4-hour time frame, Bitcoin continues its upward movement, which is still a correction. The CHOCH line of the current upward structure is at 74,950 USD. A stabilization below this level will signal a trend break to traders. This could be a very important signal for the market regarding a trend change. The end of the upward trend on the 4-hour time frame could mark the start of a new wave on the daily time frame. There are still no fundamental grounds for Bitcoin's long-term strengthening. That's all for today. See you online soon and good luck.